The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of the DHN Media Group is hereby prohibited.
A pair of top 10 teams square off for Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League bragging rights. The Liberty Flames and the Stony Brook Seawolves are about to square off in Philadelphia. And it's right here on Delaware Hockey Night. Hi, everybody, and a most pleasant good afternoon to you. Welcome to Iceline in Westchester, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And we're in for a treat. The Liberty Flames and the Stony Brook University Seawolves are just minutes away from squaring off in the 2020 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game. Yours truly, James Witherite. On hand flying solo tonight, or today rather. That clock change really has us thrown off, even though it was only an hour. James Witherite flying solo here today, Bob Thomas away on assignment. And if you were along for the ride yesterday, I think it's fair to say that we've got a great hockey game coming up on the docket this afternoon. Liberty with a hard-fought 4-2 win over Delaware. Broke a 2-2 deadlock with 1 minute and 52 seconds to go in regulation to get to this final game yesterday. Josh Fricks with a net front redirect of a Quinn Ryan cross-slot feed with 1 minute 52 to go. That was the game winner for the 32-4 Liberty Flames. Top 2 point scorers on that side, too. Quinn Ryan with 65 points on the year. Josh Fricks with 59. They'll serve as the second line today, along with Arturas Lakaitis, as the combination of Jordan Bohinski, Matt Bartel, and Brett Gammer gets the starting nod today from head coach Kirk Handy. On the Stony Brook side, the Seawolves scored early and often. They wasted no time as Dustin Ronaldo, with his first of 4 goals, lit the lamp just 48 seconds in to the Seawolves' 7-2 victory over NYU in the second semifinal on Saturday. The Liberty Flames ranked second in the nation. Taken to the ice now. They'll defend the goal to our left, backstopped by Cedric Lesueur. He is 14-1-0 on the season with a 202 goals against average and a save percentage of .916. There's a look at the Flames, clad in their home whites. White helmets, navy blue pants, navy blue sleeves and numbers, red trim all around. As mentioned, they'll travel left to right here in period number 1. On the other side of things, Chris Garofalo's Stony Brook University Seawolves in head-to-toe red. Will defend the goal to our right, and they're led out by netminder Sean Keating. He was not in action yesterday. Richard Shipman was between the pipes for the Wolves' 7-2 win over NYU. Keating on the year, 9-3-1 with a 282 goals against average and a save percentage of .908. We're just about set to take things inside the glass, where public address announcer Matt Berman will soon be set to give us this afternoon's opening introductions. Let's go to Matt right now.
Championship game. The home team, Ruby University, and the visitors, Stony University. Let's meet the Stony University. On defense, number 32, Brendan Pepper. And number 64, Matthew McGinley. Charles Peck. Number 88, Joe Stony. And number 91, Justin Ronaldo. Number 29, Sean Peck. And now starting out for Liberty University. On defense, number 6, Jacob Fritz. Defense number 77, Jacob Lauer. Forward to number 91, Matthew Bartel. Number 92, Brett Gammer. And number 18, Jordan Boczynski. In goal forward, number 88, Cedric Wisher. And the rest of the Liberty University players. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please stand and remove your caps. Performing our national anthems, James Willard. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, through patriot love, in all of us a man, with glowing hearts we see we rise, the true North strong and free, from far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars rule the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
for some hockey. The Canadian and the American national anthems prefacing this Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game. Rich John Doe and Jake Smedley. The pair in the bands today, Mark Dungan and Derek Boehm, handling the line duties for this Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game here in 2020. Second-ranked Liberty, seventh-ranked Stony Brook. It's the real deal. Stony Brook again traveling right to left in their away red kits, backstopped by Sean Keating. Liberty backstopped by Cedric Lesseur. The Québécois sitting 178 feet away behind the Philadelphia Junior Flyers banner. Liberty moving left to right, and it will be Brett Gammer in to take the opening draw across from Joe Slevin, and off we go in the 2020 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game from Iceland. Bohinski backhands the puck along the near boards. It rolls back behind the Stony Brook goal, chased down by Bartel, taken away from him by Slevin, pushed to the far wall, where Dustin Ronaldo, who had 4 goals in yesterday's 7-2 win over NYU, moves it now across ice, enters up the left wing boards, but he gets tied up just inside the top of the near circle by Chaden Lauber. Here's Bohinski back up the right wing boards. On he comes, stood up at the Stony Brook blue line. Bohinski retreats back to red along the near wall to try to recover the puck. It's shoveled back by Jacob Fricks. Deep into his zone to Garrett Nelson coming on now. Fresh D pair on for Kirk Handy's Liberty Flames. As now they get the momentum going again from left to right. Stretch pass bounces off the stick of Quinn Ryan, recovered by the Seawolves' Brendan Pepe. He and McDermott pinned deep in the Seawolves zone by a heavy Liberty forecheck. Lakaitis working out the left corner, hassled by McDermott and Keller. Deals it back to Ryan, trying to shovel one in off his backhand from below the goal. Lakaitis in the slot, denied by Keating. Held in by Josh Fricks at the far side, and we've got a puck out of play here 1 minute and 21 seconds into the first period. That one attempt at a shot from close range, not ruled a shot on goal by the off-ice officials here at Iceland. Face-off coming now to the right of Keating. Thrown in by Kobolyansky off the draw, but his shot from the point was blocked by an aggressive Kevin Murphy. Back the Flames go into their own zone. Kobolyansky's outlet pass intended for Josh Hamilton was broken up. Thrown back up the middle by David Van de Zilver. Swatted by Reynolds from blue line to blue line. And up the left wing boards. Here comes a 2-on-1 for Liberty. And the first goal of the game, it was Ryan Cox beating Keating in the near corner. It's 1-0 Flames. A minute and 45 in. Second shot of the game. Ryan Cox with just his first goal of the season. On that fast break, a wrist shot from the left dot gets past Keating. And Liberty draws first blood over their arch rivals from Stony Brook. Not even 2 minutes in. Blomberg and Kobolyansky get the assists. Stony Brook trying to counter. Devin Pepe works the far corner, gets a shove from Jacob Fricks. Into the far corner boards. Now Pepe's knocked down, puck is loose. Thrown back across near side by Devin Palmieri of the Stony Brook Seawolves. But the boys in red are struggling to maintain any sort of attacking momentum. This will be an icing against Liberty as Andy Clark lets the puck go from deep in his own zone. Along the far boards, the length of the ice. Unplayed from there, 2.5 minutes in to period number 1. Face-off comes to the left of Cedric Lesseur. Handled well by Clark. Worked ahead up the near boards, but beyond the reach of Zechariah Roberts into the Stony Brook zone. Tipped back the other direction by Keith O'Brien. Returning the volley at center was Lauber. O'Brien intercepts, generates a shot from the top of the left circle. Lesueur was able to see that one the whole way in. He makes the easy stick save, directing play to the far corner of the Liberty zone with 3 minutes elapsed, and the Flames up 1-0 over the Seawolves. Lofted puck out of the Liberty zone off the stick of Lauber, leads to a Gammer shot from the slot. Blocked to the near corner well by Keating, and punched back out into Liberty territory. Stretch pass from Nelson hits Bohinski cleanly. Shot from the right half wall, waffle boarded away to the far side once again by Keating. Bohinski leaves it back to Gammer below the Stony Brook net, but that pass overshot Gammer. Back it comes in. Another backdoor feed came from a recovering Bohinski. He tried to put one on a tee for Matthew Bartell from 10 feet out of the Stony Brook net, but Sean Keating comes up with the save there. Gives us a break in the action. 3.5 minutes in to this first period. The Liberty Flames with an attacking zone draw to be taken by Quinn Ryan across from Slevin. And these Flames are trying to pad a 1-0 early lead. Fricks net front, failed to connect, as did Quinn Ryan, fanning on the puck at the top of the blue paint. A wrist shot from Nelson follows at the near point, but Keating makes the save there too. So Sean Keating in the line of fire early here. 6 shots that he's faced in the first 3 minutes and 41 seconds of this game. He stopped 5 of them, and the Flames keep pouring it on. Arturas Lakaitis from 45 feet right down the pipe. Saw his shot stick checked over to the near corner, recovered by Rob DiStefano. Taken away from him by the forechecking Quinn Ryan, looking for somewhere to go. He's kept to the near boards by Charles Peck on his way to Lakaitis, barely holding the point. Now Josh Fricks extracts the puck from congestion right in front of the press box. The Flames regroup. Fricks walks in. No, but Lakaitis finishes off the rebound. Didn't take long for these Liberty Flames to mount a 2-0 lead. Good net front awareness. Lakaitis finishes, crashing in to punch the rebound home off the initial shot, and it is 2-0. Lakaitis had all the space in the world to track down that rebound and jam his 26th of the season in. Lakaitis with the goal. And Josh Fricks gets the lone assist on the Lakaitis goal, so that was Fricks' 60th point of the year. And here come the Flames again, dealt by Nelson to Hamilton at the left dot, but he bobbles the puck, taken away and lofted clear by Ian Keller. Cross ice feed hits Kevin Murphy, but he's angled off the puck high in the Liberty zone by Cox. It trickles back to the near corner where Hamilton recovers and throws it high into the air. Under bodily pressure from his own blue line. Puck played just above the Stony Brook goal line by David Van de Zilver, so there's no icing after an even foot race with Victor Blomberg to the puck. It trickles back behind the Stony Brook goal. Reaching for it, Dominic Molfetto can't take it away from Andy Clark. They get tied up. Battle for the puck migrates to the far corner. Shoveled free by Molfetto, but held in at the far point by Liberty's Dmytro Kobolyansky. He launches one in from well above the top of the left circle. This one handled cleanly by Keating. And his 7th save of the game brings us to a stoppage in play. 14 minutes and 35 seconds into period number 1, Liberty with a 2-0 advantage over Stony Brook. The Palmieri line coming in now for Stony Brook. Palmieri on together with Devin Pepe and Aiden Bohm. Another rapid fire shot off the draw. Held on to cleanly by Keating. Face off once again comes to the right side of Keating. Scrum over the puck. Palmieri shovels this one over the stick of Jacob Fricks, trying to protect the left point. And then forechecking pressure coming in from Devin Palmieri forced Fricks deep into his own zone. Stony Brook ruled offside by the linesman tandem with 14 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first period. Stony Brook just trying to generate any sort of momentum to get out of their zone where the Flames have really dominated here in the first 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Stating the obvious, yeah, I know it feels like that, but that's the story of the game so far. Pepe with a long-range shot. That was Brendan Pepe from over the center logo. Gloved down easily by Cedric Lesueur. Held in at the right point. A one-timer from there. And Matthew McDermott trickled just wide after it was played by Lesueur to the near wall. Contested puck reeled in by Jacob Fricks, cleared up the far side beyond center where Brett Gammer overskates the puck. It will be brought back through by Bartel. Fed to his right, Gammer, cross ice feed, Bahinski crashing in from the left dot, saw his backhand attempt from 20 feet sticked up into the protective netting and out of play by Sean Keating, registering his 9th save of the afternoon. We're just 6 minutes and 17 seconds into this contest, and the Liberty Flames just pouring it on from the get-go. 11 shots already, my oh my. If they keep up at this rate, they're on pace for just under 100 on the game. Unlikely they'll sustain at this relentless tempo, and the backdoor setup from Quinn Ryan was intercepted, held in at the point by Baird. Long-range shot blocked down by Keating. And a race for a rolling puck takes play back inside the Liberty blue line. Getting to it, Nelson dealt it ahead to Ryan. Further headman progress, intercepted by Kawicki. He steps up and flips the puck in to the Liberty zone, where Quinn Ryan again will manufacture a 2-on-2. Ryan across to Lakaitis, working the right side. Puck poke checked out of his reach by Keith O'Brien at the top of the near circle. Lauber wrists one in from center, but with Josh Fricks offside. No further advance could be made, and here come the Seawolves back out from right to left. Kawicki hit Keith O'Brien with a breakout pass up the near wall, but he was bodied off the puck in the neutral zone. Back out it comes far side. Stick down by Hamilton. He backhands it as far as the Stony Brook blue line. It comes back from Bohm. Launched back in by Cox, protecting center for the Flames. Kawicki back behind his own net to recover for Stony Brook. Works the puck ahead up the right side to Dustin Ronaldo. Cross ice pass just inside their blue line, Rob DiStefano. Moves action as far as the Liberty blue line plus about 10 feet before Chaden Lauber of the Flames was able to counter. Hustling back in up the right, or up the left wing boards, I should say, is Dustin Ronaldo. But he gets tied up in a 2-on-2 scrum. Molfetto held the left point, but his shot was a wayward one. Follow-up chance, Ronaldo could not connect as Lesueur sprawls out. The follow-up from Peck on the doorstep was off its target. Peck lined up a shot from center point, but it was blocked down too in a congested slot. Hamilton and Slevin tied up for the puck in the near corner. Now it's knocked free. Molfetto steps up to the half wall, fires a shot in, but it was blocked just at the top of the crease. Here's Slevin again. But he's angled out of a bad lane in the near corner. He dumps it back behind the cage to Ronaldo. Ronaldo's checked off the puck by Lauber, and it's walked up the near side by Jacob Fricks as far as center. He dumps it in behind the Stony Brook goal. Fresh defenseman coming on for Kirk Handy's Flames, who at the 9-minute mark, or just shy of it here in the first period, continue to pelt Keating with shots. We talked yesterday about the net front area being a war zone, and there was an example of it right now as Cody Clark and David Van de Zilver are just all over each other, trying to establish and maintain position in front of Keating. Roberts held off the puck below the Stony Brook goal by Slevin. Now it's loose again behind the Stony Brook net. Slevin leaves it to David Van de Zilver, who ultimately did his job protecting that net front position and protecting his netminder. Puck floated inside the Liberty zone. Sent down ice, sticked away by Keating to the far corner. Late shoulder check from Bartel. Enough to slow up Brendan Pepe's advance after he got rid of the puck. Pepe with it again. Challenged by the forward-checking Bohinski. Belger, cross-ice feed, gets to Keller. Here come the Seawolves. No, they don't, as Kevin Murphy's ruled offside up the middle with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this opening period. Liberty's controlled just about every aspect of this game so far, and they lead 2-0 over the Stony Brook Seawolves. Shots on goal right now sitting 14-5. The Jets from the Flames have cooled, but ever so slightly. They still maintain the edge, to say the least. Nick Belger, off the face-off win from Murphy, tried to walk the puck in down the slot, but he was stood up 45 feet from the Liberty net. Long-range puck fired in by Matt McDermott. It ends up in the near corner. Brendan Pepe takes aim with a one-timer from 35 feet away right down the pipe. Lesueur makes the easy glove save, holds on for the stoppage. And it's getting a little bit heated in front of both kitchens now. With 9:47 to go, the linesmen intervene. And all parties report back to their respective benches, with no changes in manpower and really no further resistance shown from either side. Attacking zone face-off for Stony Brook, given up by Palmieri. Here come the Flames back on the offensive. Ryan working the left corner. Circles behind the net. Was pinched low by McDermott. Set up a shot in the high slot from Jacob Fricks, which was knocked wide. Ryan's follow-up chance after fielding the rebound 20 feet away was off its target too. Pile up for the puck develops at the near half boards, and Devin Pepe was able to shovel it out of harm's way, but the Flames are coming right back in on the attack. Jacob Fricks rolls it from the left point into the near corner, where it's a 2-on-2 scrum for the puck once again. Ryan leaves it to Josh Fricks. Back to Ryan. Lakaitis offers support now in the near corner. Ryan sets up Jacob Fricks. Hard shot from him. Center point was blocked in a sea of red sweaters. The other Fricks, that is Josh, works the far corner. Puck stolen from him by Brendan Pepe after a sneaky little stick lift from Devin Palmieri disrupted the Flames' progress as we near the 11.5-minute mark of the first period. Liberty working with a 2-0 lead over the Stony Brook Seawolves. Another 2-on-2 rush. Josh Fricks disrupted at the right point. Blomberg crossed over to the near side to offer some aid. Blomberg with the puck now after circling behind the goal at the left corner. Across to Baird, bodied off the biscuit by De Palma. It skitters loose into the slot, and Rob DiStefano is able to shovel it clear. He fails to connect with De Palma on the outlet pass, and the Flames back in their zone reset yet again. Nelson to Blomberg up the left side. Blomberg working with Hamilton and Cox on this third Liberty line. And you know there's offensive productivity the whole way on this Flames side. A number of players with over 20 points on the season. In fact, over half their roster. That depth certainly difficult for any team to contend with. Molfetto from center floats a puck in from right in front of the press box. It's caught and held on to by Cedric Lesueur to force a break in the action with 7 minutes 32 seconds to go in this first period. And the Liberty Flames in their zone protecting a 2-0 lead. Andy Clark to take the ensuing draw across from Joe Slevin. Clark, and Roberts on up front for the Flames. Sounds oddly like a law firm. I digress. Slevin tried to muscle back through over the Liberty blue line, got stood up center. Van de Zilver pinches through up the right half wall, kept wide by Andy Clark, threw the puck in close. An icing against the Flames. We'll move the following face-off back into their end. With just under 7 minutes to go in this first period. Sean Keating's had his work cut out for him, but he's held up his end of the bargain pretty well so far. 15 shots faced, he saves 13 of them. And they've been pretty good quality chances by and large, too. Cross-ice pass from Roberts on the way out of the Liberty zone. Broken up, Molfetto works it ahead to Peck, tipped further to Slevin. But the Stony Brook attack is stunted at the Liberty blue line. Wolves will get another chance with another icing against the Flames. Bringing a face-off again to the left of Cedric Lesseur with 6.5 minutes to go here in the opening period of action. We here at Delaware Hockey Night and the DHN Media Group have been absolutely delighted to bring you the 2020 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League playoffs from Iceland. If you've enjoyed the coverage, we certainly encourage you to pay us a like on Facebook or a follow on Twitter at DE Hockey Night, both places. We're grateful to have had you along for the ride with us, and we're especially grateful for your company all weekend long. And for the Seawolves fans tuning in from earlier in the season as well. And the Seawolves and Blue Hens battle to a split. Bahinski below the net. Trying to set up a backdoor feed. But Murphy was canceled out net front. Same thing the other way. Bahinski tried to hit Gammer on the doorstep. But Brendan Pepe, quick on the back check, was able to break up that opportunity for Liberty. Back inside the Liberty zone, Belger throws the puck to the right half wall, and Mike Kawicki. It was loose in front after Kawicki lazily floated it in from there, covered up by Lesseur with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this first period of play. Light workload thus far for the Liberty netminder. Face-off coming out. To his left, and the Flames quick to counter. Josh Frick's cross-ice feed after accelerating up the near boards. Ricocheted off the far wall beyond the reach of Quinn Ryan. Another glove save from Lesseur brings us yet another stoppage in the action with 5 minutes, give or take, to go here in the opening frame. That the 10th Stony Brook shot, face-off coming up to the left of Lesseur. Quinn Ryan wins the draw for Liberty, plays the puck to his left, where Garrett Nelson was taken off his feet. Nelson bounces right back up, recovers the puck, circles behind his own net. He gets hauled down, and we've got our first penalty of the game, as Devin Pepe is ruled guilty of a hook by Jake Smedley. So Pepe comes off for the hook, officially at the 15:10 mark of period number 1. Off he goes. And we'll see that potent Liberty Flames power play setting up for the first time this afternoon. They've been good with the man advantage 30.1% of the time so far this season. Stony Brook penalty kill pretty good at 80.3. Nelson, cross-ice feed, Lakaitis one-timer rings off the glass behind Keating. Trying to bring the puck down, Quinn Ryan couldn't set up a good follow-up. Keller broke his stick as soon as he reached the Liberty blue line. Tried to dump the puck in deeper. With the broken twig, he's got to go back. A fresh penalty killer on in his stead. Ronaldo angles Brett Gammer outside the dot on his way in, up the near boards. Puck taken away by Palmieri. He fails to clear the zone, protected at the right point by Nelson. Cross-ice feed bounces off the skate of Lakaitis. He lost control of the puck momentarily, chased it down to the bottom of the left circle. Took a shot, but it was well off its line. Josh Frick's follow-up chance covered up by Keating. And as we said earlier about the net front area being a war zone, Brett Gammer takes exception to Matt McDermott. Gives him a post-whistle shove. But once again, both parties split, none the worse for wear. with just under 4 minutes to go here in the opening period. 1:08 remaining on the Devin Pepe hook. And the Liberty Flames controlling the puck off the attacking zone draw. Quinn Ryan deals it back to the far corner once again. Bahinski leaves it high to Baird. Back to Ryan. Ryan tried to line up a shot in the slot. But reaching in, Devin Palmieri was able to make good stick-on-stick contact and knock the puck off its line. And it sailed into the netting, well out of harm's way. Quinn Ryan, leading point scorer this season for Liberty with 65, 22 goals, 43 assists. Holding down the left point once again after another Bartel face-off, win to the right of Keating. Bartel makes a cut for the net. Meanwhile, Baird throws the puck in from center point. It's tipped off the near post. Roberts maintains the rebound. Shovels the puck behind the goal. It caroms out to Quinn Ryan, working at the foot of the Stony Brook bench. Ryan looked to set up a one-timer from Baird, but Baird dishes it right back to Quinn Ryan. Drop pass top of the left circle to Bahinski. Bahinski on the run from Keller. The cross-ice feed back to Baird at the near side. His shot from 25 feet rang off a post and came right back. 10 seconds to go on the Pepe penalty. Ryan hassled by Van de Zilver in the far corner. The backdoor feed to Bartel, bottom of the circle. He couldn't jam one in from an awkward angle. Penalties killed. Pepe makes a rush right for the puck. He was double teamed on his way into the Liberty zone though. He managed to get a shot away. But Cedric Lesueur, up with his 11th save of the game, keeps the Stony Brook Seawolves scoreless. We're down to the final 2.5 minutes here in the first period. Liberty up 2-0 over Stony Brook. Puck rolls in behind the Seawolves goal, where Keating fails to clear it out. Peck is tied up by the forechecking Blomberg. Cox leaves the puck to Hamilton, who came in at an angle, but was unable to chase it down at the bottom of the right circle. Lauber held the right point. Long-range attempt was off its target. Blomberg to the far side, could not take it away and prolong Liberty's attack. And here comes Peck back up the left wing boards, feeding it to Ronaldo. He takes aim from between the circles, 30 feet out. He had 4 yesterday in Stony Brook's 7-2 win over NYU. And play is whistled dead with 1 minute and 47 seconds to go here in period number 1. Attacking zone draw to the right of Cedric Lesueur for the Stony Brook Seawolves. The Keller was overpowered over the dot, and Bartel, through traffic up the left dots, floats the puck back into the Stony Brook end. Nelson fails to hold the near point. Belger can't connect with Murphy on the breakout. He's forced to move a little bit too quickly for his own liking on that attack. Brendan Pepe is able to glove the puck down and re-enter up the middle, but his 30-foot shot was sticked offline to the far corner. Thrown from behind the net by Keller to the top of the blue paint, but taken away once again by the Flames D-Corps. Garrett Nelson gets to center, throws the puck in behind the Stony Brook goal. He'll come off for some fresh legs, so will Baird. New defensive pair coming out, Kobolyansky and Reynolds, as we reach the final minute of the first period. Kobolyansky flubs a one-timer center point. Puck picked clean by Bahinski. He tried to set up Lakaitis on the doorstep, but he failed on the shot just the same. Kobolyansky, opposite side, rebound chance was wide. Lakaitis sets up Reynolds now, a little bit more deliberate this attack turns as we come down to the final 35 seconds in the first period. Lakaitis, left point, shot, glanced off the stick of Bahinski to the near corner. Reynolds walks back in up the goal line, tried to jam one in from about 15 feet out, maybe a stride above the Stony Brook goal line, but he failed in that endeavor too. We're down to the final 15 here in the opening period of play. Devin Pepe shovels a puck beyond the reach of Kobolyansky, but Palmieri can't chase it down to try to manufacture at least one last second chance for the Seawolves. They've had a very difficult first period, trailing these Liberty Flames by 2-0. And the horn sounds to signal the end of the opening period. 20 minutes in the books. It is Liberty 2, Stony Brook 0. First period goals from Ryan Cox and Arturas Lakaitis will break away for the first intermission. You're watching the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game on Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back in to Delaware Hockey Night. We're live from Iceline in Westchester, Pennsylvania for the 2020 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game. The Stony Brook Seawolves looking to bounce back after dropping 2 early goals to the Liberty Flames in a first period that was largely dominated by the second-ranked Liberty team out of Lynchburg, Virginia. Both of these teams bound for the American Collegiate Hockey Association National Championship Tournament later this month in Dallas. Liberty is the number 2 seed, and Stony Brook as the number 7 seed. Arturas Lakaitis lining up at the left wing on the opening draw for period number 2. He's got the second Liberty goal on the day. Flames traveling from right to left here in the second period. Stony Brook clad in head-to-toe red, pinned in their zone to our left. Once again, to get the second period started, Lakaitis wreaking some forechecking havoc, steals the puck from Brendan Pepe at the far boards. Held in by Lauber. He takes aim from the right point. Keating sprawls to make the save. Puck ends up behind the Stony Brook goal, muscled by Lakaitis to the near corner. He's driven in to the corner boards by McDermott. Rich Jondo observing the play there. He and Jake Smedley, the referee tandem here this afternoon. Letting the puck rip from the left point was Jacob Frick's second Liberty shot of the second period. And it's held on to by Sean Keating for a stoppage 47 seconds in to this second frame. Fresh legs coming on for both sides. Face-off will be to Keating's right. Brett Gammer square off across from Ian Keller. Gammer, the least productive of this Liberty line on right now. Matt Bartell with 29 points. Jordan Bahinski with 46. Gammer with 4 goals and 10 assists on the year. And here comes Belger back the other way. Took Nelson's stick out from him, trying to deke him off his feet. But ultimately, Belger in the slot lost control of the puck and lost a shot attempt as well. Fired up the far boards by Colin Baird out of the Liberty zone. This puck is batted down. Illegally so, despite the Stony Brook Seawolves faithful raining down their objections to the ruling of a high stick on the puck. The Seawolves are able to reset and regroup pretty quickly as Kevin Murphy was played back in to the Liberty zone. Lost the puck to Gammer in the far corner. It's skied as far as the Stony Brook blue line, plus about 15 feet, where Van de Zilver works it ahead to Keller and on to Belger. He was outmanned at a 2-on-3. His shot from 40 feet, just in front of his own bench, was sticked away by Cedric Nasser to the near corner. Advance now to Bahinski, 2-on-2, this Liberty rush. Bahinski stick handles to try to generate some space around Molfetto. Leaves it to Gammer, who's drilled into the corner boards near his side. Thrown in high by Kobolyansky, covered up by Keating. And that gives us a break in the action as he freezes the puck exactly 2 minutes in to this second period. Liberty with a 2-0 lead over the Stony Brook Seawolves. Fresh legs on for both sides. Draw coming out to Keating's left. Cox, the first goal scorer, in to take it for Liberty. He bats the puck forward off his backhand, but gives it away to Kowicki immediately behind the Stony Brook goal. Stolen by Kobolyansky. His shot from 20 feet just inside the left dot was stick checked off its target. Puck rolls to the far wall where Hamilton is plastered into the dashers by Luke Damiano. Damiano recovers a loose puck at the base of the Liberty bench. His stick lifted by Hamilton as he tries to clear the zone. In doing so, Hamilton prolonged the Liberty attack by just about a second and a half. Stefano was able to recover and send a cross-ice feed into the path of Palmieri, but he overshot his man on the breakout, and as such, Stony Brook is pinned back in their zone. Liberty's forecheck wreaking ample havoc in the Seawolves zone and keeping the Stony Brook side scoreless thus far. Liberty's headed to the penalty box. 2 minutes and 55 seconds into this contest. As Jake Smedley issues the tripping call on Jacob Fricks. Nearing the end of the 3rd minute. Special teams edge does go to Liberty, although Stony Brook's power play no slouch whatsoever this year at 26% effectiveness. The Liberty penalty kill, one of the strongest in the land at 83.6% on the season. Slevin, Peck, Murphy on up front. Ronaldo, he had 4 yesterday as we mentioned earlier, and Brendan Pepe holding the points. Pepe cycles the puck to Peck, working the right half wall. Back to Pepe up high. Ronaldo's open at the top of the left circle. Now across to Slevin as a 1-3-1 forms. Pepe to Ronaldo. Hassled by Andy Clark at the far wall. Clark forced the turnover nearly. However, Lauber couldn't cleanly maintain the puck below the Liberty goal. He brings it out the near side. Pepe held the near point. To Peck now, Slevin working the right half boards. He sends it high to Pepe and the point. Pepe hacked at by Victor Blomberg, taken off his feet, but the zone was protected. Pepe rejoins the rush, was fed the puck by Ronaldo up high. Long-range shot missed the near post, and from the far corner of the Liberty zone, Colin Baird is able to clear. No shots on goal from Stony Brook in the first minute of their first power play of the afternoon. They're pinned back in their zone by an aggressive Bohinski forecheck. Bohinski nearly intercepted Pepe's breakout pass, which was intended for Slevin up the near side. Now Slevin will carry the puck on up the middle through center. Across to Ronaldo, who from the right point saw his shot stick checked up into the air by Basil Reynolds. And that puck lands in the protective netting, separating Premier Orthopedics Arena at Iceline from the wonderful Goal Line Pub, which if you're ever in the Philadelphia area is one of the best vantage points to take in a hockey game that I know of. Great menu, great rotating tap selection, so if you're a craft beer fan, a diverse menu to choose from there. Food sure to please any palate. A great bird's eye view of some of the best hockey in the region, like we're seeing here today. Shot in from Belger, caught by LeSueur and held on to with 15:21 to go in the second period. Liberty doing well on this penalty kill to preserve a 2-0 lead over Stony Brook. Down a man for the next 16 seconds. And Bohinski is able to generate a little bit of shorthanded firepower, carrying the puck through the neutral zone. He's angled by Molfetto to the near corner before absorbing a heavy body check. Puck is knocked out of his reach, and Devin Pepe counters, but he skates into a 2-on-2. Flips it back to Belger, but he gets tied up at the near dot by the reaching stick of Colin Baird. Zone cleared by Baird. He connects with Bartel. Through came Lauber to set up this Liberty attack seconds after the penalty to Jacob Fricks was successfully killed off. Scrum for the puck develops in the near corner of the Liberty zone. It is knocked loose, recovered by Molfetto behind his own goal. Shoveled ahead by O'Brien, but stolen just inside the Stony Brook blue line and turned back in by a very aggressive Flames forecheck to this point. Dmytro Kobolyansky tries to work the puck forward to Bartel in the neutral zone right in front of us through some heavy congestion. Kobolyansky tries again after it was gloved down. Net front feed from Bartel to Josh Fricks, who was quick to join the rush. Results in a third Liberty University goal on the afternoon. Fricks gets his 29th of the season. Off the Bartel setup. And it's 3-0 Flames. Nelson, D-to-D pass to Baird. Turns play back into the Stony Brook zone, and this puck is covered up by Keating as we near the 6-minute mark of period number 2. Bartel gets the first assist, the second goes to Ryan Cox. So he's got a goal and a helper so far today. Bartel with his 30th point of the year. And Fricks with his 60th point of the year. Who was quick to join the rush, fresh on. He crashed the net. Took advantage of the long change in the second period, which, given that play was in the attacking zone, was a short change for him. He was able to crash in and finish the net front set up from Bartel to make it a 3-0 hockey game. Advantage Liberty. We've really been fortunate here at Iceline this weekend to see some outstanding collegiate hockey from not just these two teams, but all 6 teams in the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League, including Syracuse, NYU, Rhode Island, and of course the University of Delaware rounding out the field. Cox sets up a 2-on-2 up the middle, chips the puck beyond Van de Zilver, or at least tries to. Van de Zilver angles him to the near corner just above the dot. Puck rolls in behind the Stony Brook goal. Trying to set up a net front feed was Victor Blomberg, but it was taken away by Ronaldo. Headman to Peck, taken away from him. Ronaldo protected the point but gave the puck away. Blomberg accelerates up the middle, flips it to Blomberg up the left wing boards. He tried to send one into the slot, but that pass was stick checked up into the air. Dumped in again behind the goal as Liberty gets some fresh legs on with play in the Stony Brook zone. Cody Clark failed to hack the puck down at the far point. Seawolves pounce, and they reestablish presence in the Liberty zone with 7.5 minutes gone here in the second period. Liberty with a 3-0 lead over Stony Brook. Frick stopping short of the Stony Brook blue line to maintain onside position, failed to swat the puck in. He's trying to get it over the line before Andy Clark's entry up the middle. We've got an icing against Liberty with 12:14 to go here in period number 2, so things come back down directly beneath the viewers enjoying a late lunch in the Goal Line pub. Drawn to the right of Lesseur. Palmieri and Andy Clark. Clark wins the draw, leaves the puck to Kobolyansky up the far side. This not iced. Roberts throws the puck from deep in his zone up the far boards. Race to the puck was even. Liberty sets up Kobolyansky with a net front feed from above the near dot. Was tipped wide. Battle for the puck develops in the far corner under the Canadian flag. Pepe slams the puck from deep in his own zone. Race on for it. It was chased down successfully by Damiano. Won the race to the goal line by a half step to negate any chances of an icing, but he couldn't finish on the doorstep. And play is dead again with 11:29 to go in the second period. A violation of some sort against Stony Brook, moving the following face-off right in front of us here in the DHN Media Group press box. Gammer leaves it back to Baird, advanced by Bartel as far as center where he gets tied up. Gammer was able to offer ample puck support. Move play back to Baird. Nelson couldn't advance up the far side despite ample time and space. Comes back through up the near boards where Brett Gammer tries to backhand it through the neutral zone. Broken up by Murphy at center red. Belger gets tripped up. The Stony Brook fans want a call, and they're going to get it. Belger was hooked. So says Rich John Doe. With 10 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in period number 2. Bartel is the culprit. The hooking minor at 9:04. Face off to the left of Cedric Lesseur. Won by Andy Clark. Baird rolls it around behind his own goal to Lauber. Challenged by Ronaldo. Peck corrals a loose puck at the left dot. Tries to generate some space in the far corner, but Lauber stays right on him. Puck cycled now to Brendan Pepe, thrown through the slot from up high, and it's covered up by Cedric Lesseur before Murphy or Peck can jam home the rebound at the top of the crease. That's the 15th Stony Brook shot of the afternoon. 10 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the second period. Another attacking zone face-off comes for the Seawolves from the far dot. Slevin chases the puck to the corner, leaves it to Ronaldo. Cross ice feed, lots of space for Pepe at the near point. Brendan Pepe dishes it to Slevin, who crossed to the near side. One-timer, Brendan Pepe from center point was tipped to the far corner by a Liberty player. Covered in behind by Peck, now to Slevin. To Peck, up high again, Ronaldo to Pepe. Good, crisp, clean passing, moving the puck rapidly. However, Pepe's high shot was blocked in a congested slot, and the Liberty Flames subsequently do clear. Half the penalty to Matt Bartel has expired. And the Stony Brook Seawolves are ruled guilty of an icing. Chris Garofalo feels that icing was waved off initially and then whistled down. But the icing will stand ultimately. And the face-off comes deep in the Stony Brook zone to the right of Sean Keating. With 9:45 to go in the second period. 48 seconds remaining on the penalty to Matt Bartel. Slevin up the right wing boards. His angle to the corner, left it to Pepe, one-timer. Ronaldo from the top of the left circle. Rang off the pads of Lesseur. Neither Slevin nor Murphy could jam home the rebound, and again the Flames do clear. 26 seconds remaining on this Stony Brook power play. The Liberty penalty kill living up as advertised. They've been good 83.6% of the time. And they've brought ample havoc. Nearly a chance there from Devin Pepe, but he rang it off the crossbar. Molfetto throws one in. Puck bounces high. And Lesseur is knocked on his back in the crease. Play whistle dead with 8:59 to go. As things are really starting to heat up in front of the Liberty cage. 4 seconds remain on the Bartel penalty for the hook, which effectively slowed up Nick Belger at the 9:04 mark. Of this second period. Bartel heads back to the bench. Josh Fricks takes his place on the offensive. And in the Stony Brook zone, he stole the puck cleanly from O'Brien. That's Thomas O'Brien, not Keith. So both O'Briens in the lineup for Stony Brook here this afternoon. Thomas bats it back over his own blue line where Lakaitis settles play down. Baird fails on the breakout pass to Fricks after the Flames retreated. Nelson to Fricks again, or Nelson to Baird again, I should say. Ryan over center, tipped the puck along the far boards in behind the Stony Brook goal. The Flames attempted a reset, but Ryan's centering pass from the corner was broken up amply by David Van de Zilver. A couple shots on the power play for Stony Brook, however, Lesseur was able to manage the rebounds well enough to keep the Stony Brook Seawolves scoreless, not just through that power play, but through the first 32 minutes of this game. It's 3-0 in favor of Liberty with under 8 minutes to go here in the second period of action. Nelson behind his own goal. Leaves the puck to Baird. He rifled it up the near boards. But no one to receive. A breakout pass with that much mustard on it will result in an icing. No, it won't. Looked like it was indeed touched on its way in, but tipped out of play over the glass. Sometimes our eyes deceive us. We don't like for it to be that frequent. Here come the Wolves back through neutral territory, handled by Damiano. Trying to work across ice at the tops of the circles, Dmytro Kobolyanski was able to steal the puck from him. Advanced up the near boards, Blomberg driven in behind the Stony Brook goal. Had some help from Ryan Cox, now patrolling the area below the Stony Brook goal. Cox is forced high by Kowicki. Flips the puck into Kobolyanski, who took aim from the left corner. A real awkward angle to shoot from. And Keating comes up with the last word on that shot with 7 minutes and a tick to go here in the second period of play. Face-off will come to the right of Sean Keating. Palmieri's waved out. Pepe comes in. That's Devin Pepe coming in to take his place across from Brett Gammer. Gammer set up a chance from Bartel in the high slot. It was tipped aside by Keating. Puck subsequently cleared by Stony Brook's Mike Kowicki. Off the far glass and out, but Bartel will walk it back in. Up the left wing boards for the Flames. Angle to the corner by DeStefano. He still shovels one in toward the cage. Blocked cleanly by Keating. Puck punched back out into Liberty territory. Lesseur makes a cut for the bench. Delayed penalty being signaled by Rich Jondo. The whistle sounds with 6.5 minutes to go here in the second period. As DeStefano is ushered off. We'll see what for. DeStefano off for tripping. Liberty failed to connect on the power play on the first go-round. Their second chance begins now to the left of Keating. Nelson, Lakaitis center point, back across the blue line to Nelson. Cycled now to Josh Fricks, trying to generate a shot lane. Gammer net front, Keating falls on the puck to freeze it 16 seconds in to this Liberty power play. So the crisp, clean puck movement is here too. But Keating was able to counter quickly, registering his 22nd save of the day. Lakaitis one-timer rings off the pads of Keating. On the doorstep, Brett Gammer couldn't put away the rebound. Ronaldo carries the puck along the near boards deep into the Liberty zone, killing some time off the DeStefano penalty. Cross-ice feedback the other way, hits Lakaitis near side, and the Flames reset their power play formation. Shot from up high, and Quinn Ryan was tipped over the crossbar into the back glass. Nelson working the far corner, now trails up high. He and Fricks will change positions as Josh Fricks working the far side. Lakaitis, Ryan, Gammer, the other three on. Lining up a shot on the slot, Josh Fricks looking for his 30th of the year. Got way too much loft on the puck from 40 feet out, and he sends it sailing into the netting behind Sean Keating with 5.5 to go here in period number 2. Liberty up 3-0, and they've got a prime opportunity to extend their lead to a quartet with another minute and 2 of a power play to work with. Devin Pepe is able to chip the puck beyond the grasp of Colin Baird at the far side. And Bartel retreats behind his own goal to set up a more deliberate attack as the second wave of the power play is on for the Flames. Bahinski held up at the far side, was slowed by Molfetto and driven to the corner. Bartel held up there. Takeaway from Pepe to Van de Zilver. This is a 3-on-2 rush for Stony Brook. Rebound is not batted in. Palmieri on the doorstep. Denied by Lasseur. Smedley with the washout. Signals no goal. And just as quickly come the Flames back the other way. Roberts working the left corner. Sets up Bartel with a long-range laser. But he from the left point can't get past Keating, who makes his 25th save of the game, rather. With 4:38 to go in the second period. Liberty with a 3-0 lead, but they've not been able to pad it here in this power play. Stony Brook Hill with a couple decent chances too, that's worth noting. The Seawolves PK playing mighty aggressively to try to take some steam out of the Flames. Murphy was able to clear his zone. However, Nick Belger was ruled offside as the puck crossed the Liberty blue line. The determination now that needs to be made, where will the face-off take place? Off the offside pass. It's going to be right in front of the Stony Brook bench. And in comes Ian Keller. Played toward Murphy, swatted out of his reach deep in the Liberty zone. Icing waved off as Ryan wins the foot race to the puck over Kowicki. Quinn Ryan hacked out up the far side, his stick lifted by Keller. But that was enough for Murphy to clear his zone. Here comes Belger in with a shot from the right dot. Stick by Jacob Fricks into the netting, or rather into the glass behind the Liberty goal. Belger's drawn back into the neutral zone to recover the puck for the Seawolves, with inside 4 minutes to go in the second period of a 3-0 hockey game. Pepe backhands it in toward Belger, pass intercepted by Cox. And the whistle of Rich John Doe brings play to a halt with 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Here in the second period, a slash being issued to Belger. Liberty 0 for 2 on the power play so far. John Doe giving Garofalo the explanation. They retreat to their respective posts. And the face-off will come to the right of Sean Keating as Liberty begins their third power play of the afternoon. Bartel, Roberts, Bahinski on up front. Ryan and Baird holding down the back end. Quinn Ryan to Bahinski. Sets up Baird's center point, now moves play across to the right half wall and Roberts. Bartel cutting through, takes aim from the top of the right circle, but his wrist shot is fastly handled by Stony Brook netminder Sean Keating, who registers save number 26 on the afternoon. 3:26 to go here in the second period. Liberty up 3-0 over Stony Brook. Molfetto fails to clear from the far corner. Puck intercepted by Bartel. He tries to muscle through for a lane below the goal. Plays the carom shot to Ryan at the left point. Cross ice feed to Baird. Once again to Roberts stepping up to the dot. Throws it right into the skates of Bartel net front, who is outmanned for position by both Molfetto and Van de Zilver, clogging up the slot. Van de Zilver leaning on Bartel now. Shot came in from high. Colin Baird denied by the waffle pad of Keating. Rebound contested at the near half wall. It's tied up at the kick plate there. 2:50 to go in this second period. The scrum begins to collapse. John Doe shouts, move the puck. It's now extracted but held in by Baird for Liberty at the point. Play moves back through the slot, but Ryan couldn't get a clean shot off. Bartel trying to connect with Roberts. Gave it away in the low slot to Devin Pepe, and the zone is cleared. 43 to go on this Liberty power play, their third of the afternoon. Brett Gammer's attack was stopped short at the near dot And the Seawolves clear. Lesieur steadies the puck behind his own net. Josh Fricks, cross-ice feed to Lakaitis. He accelerates up the near side of the neutral zone, and the Flames once again set up. Flames from all angles crash the net, but Keating once again freezes the puck with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the second period. Flames up a man for the next 21. And their 3-0 lead has remained intact thus far. A couple chances from Stony Brook here in the second, but Cedric Lesieur able to make all 19 shots. Exercises in futility. Nelson to Fricks, working the top of the right circle. His pass into Ryan in the corner was batted down by Brendan Pepe. Ryan's able to retrace his steps and regain the puck. Nelson, cross-slot feed broken up, and the puck picked clean by Charles Peck. Here's a 2-on-1. Peck dishes one to the doorstep, and Ronaldo. He shoots. He backed up to do so. Lesieur denied him. Wraparound chance from Pepe off the backhand, stopped by Lesieur. Scramble for the puck net front. Brendan Pepe backhand. It was played down by a Liberty high stick, that of Basil Reynolds. And the Seawolves will, with 72 seconds to go, here in period number 2, get an attacking zone faceoff to the right of Cedric Lesieur. .112 to go here in the second period. Joe Slevin in for the draw across from Cox. He was waved out. So Victor Blomberg will come in to take his place. Puck contested off the draw is chipped over the glass at the base of the Stony Brook bench and out of play. It comes right back for the following draw. 3 seconds off the clock as such. Cox can line up across from Slevin this time. Joey Slevin tries to manufacture a path to the net. Centering feed sails right past Dustin Ronaldo on the doorstep. His stick was not down. That didn't help Stony Brook's cause any. And Sean Keating reaches out to catch the puck before Victor Blomberg was able to wreak any forechecking havoc in the Stony Brook zone. So we've got 54 seconds to go here in the second period. The handful of Stony Brook chances that occurred in the second period have just as quickly been thwarted by the Flames, as was the case most recently. Blomberg turns at center, fires the puck back into the Stony Brook zone after the Seawolves cleared, but only momentarily. Bartel holds it in off his backhand from the right half wall. Puck rolls to the far corner. Charles Peck chips it off the glass in the corner. Back to Kowicki. Peck to Slevin. On to Ronaldo up the right wing boards. He lost control of the puck beyond center. And at the Liberty blue line, Jacob Fricks slams it back the other direction. Shot from outside the near dot off the stick of Bartel. Rang off the pads of Keating for his 29th save of the afternoon. And play is whistle dead with 11 seconds to go in the second period. Off a high stick. Garofalo says it was off a Liberty high stick. However, the quartet in stripes rule that Stony Brook were the culprits. Face-off comes to the left of Keating. Puck sailed out of play off the initial draw. Held in by the Flames. A cannon from Reynolds at the right point. Missed the far post down to the last 3. Peck stood up along the near boards just inside the Liberty blue line by Kobolyansky. And the horn sounds to signal the end of the second period. 40 minutes in the books from Iceline. Through 2, Liberty 3. Stony Brook 0. We'll break away for the second intermission here on Delaware Hockey Night, and it's all brought to you by the DHN Media Group.
A strong first impression is crucial in today's fast-paced world. With decades of experience in print, digital, and broadcast media, the DHN Media Group is uniquely equipped to make your brand's first impression a memorable one. To learn about writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media consultation, multimedia production, and more, visit www.dhnmediagroup.com.
Colonial Motors, a fixture in the automotive industry in Delaware for over 25 years, is here to help you find your next vehicle with solutions to fit every purpose and budget. Hassle-free financing, competitive trade-ins, and a full-service department make Colonial Motors the premier option for your next pre-owned car. Visit one of 3 convenient locations in central Delaware, Townsend, Smyrna, and Camden, or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night. We're live from Iceline, home of the Philadelphia Junior Flyers, as those of you joining us on DHN TV see. 40 minutes in the books. The Liberty Flames lead the Stony Brook Seawolves by a tally of 3-0. A gorgeous net front setup from Matt Bartel led to Josh Frick's 29th goal of the season, 5:47 into period number 2. That gave Liberty a 3-0 advantage. And that man right there in the door to the bench, Cedric Lesseur, has been absolutely perfect for Liberty so far today. 21 shots faced, 21 shots saved. He had ample support from his D-corps yesterday in a 4-2 win over Delaware, where he was limited to just facing 20 shots. He saved 18 of them. And all season, he's just been absolutely dynamite. 14-1 with a .916 save percentage and a .202 goals against average. This Liberty team is strong. They're deep. They're versatile. And they have absolutely earned their number 2 ranking in American Collegiate Hockey Association Men's Division I competition. Just about set to go for period number 3 from Iceline. Here come the Flames. Out of the dressing room and back on to defend the net to our left. Looking for the 2020 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League playoff championship on the other side of the red line, Stony Brook. They took top honors in the conference in 2013, 14, 15, and 16. Looking here to make it one for the thumb. After being kept from victory for the 3 years between 2016 and now. That all said, they've got their work definitely cut out for them here in the third period, with a 3-goal deficit to try to erase. A few chances fell in that second period, but well handled by Cedric Lesseur. He really hasn't had to work all that hard, made a few 10-bell stops, but for the most part it's just been textbook hockey on his side of things. Joe Slevin and Quinn Ryan meet for the opening draw in the third period, and off we go. Walked ahead by Peck, taken away from him by Lakaitis. Shoveled up the far boards, backhanded by Ryan into the Stony Brook zone. Quite deep in the Stony Brook zone, too, before Matt McDermott tried to swat the puck free. Held in by Ryan, cross-ice feed, bobbled by Lauber. Slevin takes it away. Over the center logo, he turns, rifles the puck in deep. It rolls to the near corner, where Josh Fricks overskated the puck momentarily. Lauber on the back check. Tries to strip it away from Ronaldo, who's been kept silent so far here this afternoon after scoring 4 on Saturday. And after leading the Stony Brook team in offensive productivity with 24 goals and 19 assists on the year, good for 43 points. Here's McDermott again, ricocheting the puck off the near boards beyond the reach of Charles Peck. Icing is waved off as Colin Baird elected not to play the puck despite having an opportunity to do so deep in the Liberty zone. Cleared again off the near glass by Belger as far as the Liberty blue line, where Nelson, under forechecking pressure from Keller, flubbed the breakout pass. Back it comes to Nelson. Cross-ice feed to Baird. Through traffic, couldn't connect with Bohinski. Puck skitters to a near halt at the base of the Stony Brook bench, where David Van de Zilver shovels it back into the neutral zone. Lazily thrown back by Baird into the Stony Brook end, where netminder Sean Keating steadies the puck. And here's a 2-on-2 for the Seawolves. Belger working the left wall, kept wide by Nelson. Ultimately lost the puck after being angled to the corner. Nelson advances it to Blomberg up the left side. Puck bounces off his stick as far as center. Murphy ties it up right in front of official scorer Matt Berman. Leaves it now for Molfetto across to the left wing side, where Belger's long range shot from not even 10 feet inside the Liberty blue line ends up in the glove hand of Cedric Lesseur. We are 2 minutes in to period number 3. Liberty nursing a 3-0 lead. The pace of the game has slowed considerably in the first 120 seconds of this third period as the Flames get a little bit more conservative-minded. Just try to seal the championship from here. In comes Reynolds barreling through, shot saved by Keating. Cox's follow-up chance crashing the slot. Sailed over the crossbar, back on the stick of Reynolds. Hamilton set up with a cross slot feed. Failed to connect on his wrist shot from 20 feet out. Hamilton chases down his own rebound, leaves it to Blomberg at the far half wall. Work down low again, where Cox is bodied off the puck by DiStefano. Hamilton to Reynolds, just inside the blue line. Hamilton steps up from the left point, launches one in from there. It's tied up in congestion net front. Keating's out of position after sprawling to try to make a save. However, the Flames couldn't pounce. DiStefano has Hamilton tied up in the far corner, puck taken away and lofted by the Stony Brook decor as far as the Liberty blue line. Work back in by the Clarks. Andy and Cody working in tandem up the near boards. Puck stolen by Devin Pepe, who was viciously driven into the near wall. The ire of Jake Smedley drawn with 16:52 to go in regulation, and Zechariah Roberts is issued a 2-minute reprieve for roughing. We are 3 minutes and 8 seconds into this third period. Stony Brook back on the power play. 0 for 2 so far, these Seawolves with the man advantage. They're sent back into their own zone after a Clark face-off win. Blomberg, the forechecker. Lawburn Baird holding down the back end of this PK. Peck tried to work the puck across the Liberty blue line, but it was stolen by Andy Clark. Keating lost his paddle after stepping up to block down the angle. He did make the save. Back now into the Stony Brook zone, the Seawolves come after another quick Liberty clear. Cross ice feed from Ronaldo, hits Peck at center, delayed penalty coming up against Liberty. It's touched by Brett Gammer over the center logo with now 15:57 remaining in regulation. And Baczynski is ushered off. Bohinski, I apologize. At the 4:03 mark of this third period. So for the Stony Brook Seawolves, it's 1:05 of a 2-man advantage. Face-off taking place at the near dot. Keller leaves it to DiStefano. One-timer Molfetto from the top of the right circle is high and wide. Sounded like a trip on Bohinski. We'll get confirmation on that. The off-ice officials. Thankfully, we've got a direct line of communication to the scorer's box, which certainly is a help for getting you the accurate information in a timely fashion. Puck cleared out by the Flames. Keating steadies behind his own goal, leaves it for Rob DiStefano. DiStefano hits Keller up the far side. Drop back to DiStefano. Now shovels ahead to Belger. Indeed, it was a trip. Another failed clear from Baird, kept in by Ronaldo. Ronaldo working the point to Don Molfetto. They switch places. Down to the final 3 seconds of the 5-on-3. Shot from Belger. Sails through the top of the crease. DiStefano tried once, twice to put on the rebound, but he didn't get a good line on the puck either time. Now 5-on-4. And a clear again from the Flames will send Stony Brook chasing back into their own zone. And after being out for 1:20, we'll see the second wave of the Stony Brook power play come on. Brendan Pepe across to Ronaldo, who remains. Leading scorer for the Seawolves has been out for quite some time now. Shovels the puck to the far corner and Slevin. It's tied up there by Reynolds. Punch to the near corner from behind the Liberty goal. Racing the puck down was Ryan Cox. Pepe was able to hang on at the left point, protecting the zone well for the Wolves. Peck works it in close. Murphy backhander. Sails beyond Slevin, posting up net front, and he can't finish. Cross ice feed. Deep in the Liberty zone was broken up and subsequently iced as that puck crosses the goal line. Defended by Sean Keating after the Bohinski penalty elapsed. 13:50 remaining here in regulation. Liberty up 3-0, but pinned in their zone after yet another solid penalty kill. They've killed off all four. No chance for a fifth Stony Brook power play as Aiden Bohm, while taken off his feet, was not ruled to have been tripped. One-on-one the other way. Cox tries to get around Van de Zilver. Van de Zilver lowers the shoulder, keeps Cox to the outside as he comes barreling in, and his desperation shot was well off its line. Shaden Lauber plays the puck behind his own goal, out the far side, shoveled by Lakaitis, ahead to Ryan. 2-on-2, drop back to Josh Fricks at the top of the near circle, taken away from him by Brendan Pepe. Fricks again held the zone successfully. And play is stopped while Liberty tries to cycle the puck as a result of a dislodged net behind Sean Keating. Attended to by Rich John Doe, who spends a fair bit of time as a linesman in the ECHL and in the American Hockey League. Here's Andy Clark coming in for the attacking zone face-off. Clark on the year, 12 goals, 9 assists. He'll stand across from Devin Palmieri of Stony Brook. Palmieri's waved out. He'll be replaced by Luke Damiano. Clark is able to bat the puck forward. Palmieri lost his footing well off the draw, skittered nearly to a halt at the top of the circle. He comes off in favor of some fresh legs on the Stony Brook side. 7.5 minutes into this third period. They are still scoreless, trailing Liberty 3-0. Andy Clark intercepts the puck just above his blue line. Roberts advances, sets up Cody Clark with a chance from the left half wall, but it was knocked wide. Damiano shovels it out of the Stony Brook zone. Puck lofted ahead by Keller from over center into the near corner boards of the Liberty zone. Chased down successfully by Devin Pepe. Now a 2-on-2 scrum surrounds the puck. It is punched free, recovered at the other side by Baird. Puck rolled in behind the goal. Baird failed to clear. Devin Pepe throws in a shot from the foot of the Liberty bench. Handled cleanly by Cedric Lesseur, and play is stopped. The puck out of play in the Liberty zone with 11 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the third period. Make it 11:55. And ruled off a Stony Brook stick. This face-off will come outside the Liberty blue line. Slevin and Gammer square off. Brett Gammer wins the draw. The other Gammer, Cole, has been out of the lineup all weekend. Slevin backhands the puck once again into the Liberty zone. Thrown on by Charles Peck from the left point. Sticked away cleanly by Lesseur. Loose puck corralled in the neutral zone by Gammer. He's slowed up at the blue line by DeStefano. Puck sails back into the Stony Brook end. Punch back into neutral territory by Ronaldo, but he can't chase it down to the Liberty blue line before it's swatted back the other direction by Dmytro Kobolyansky. DeStefano has to reach for the puck while swarmed by an aggressive Liberty forecheck. He turns motion again from right to left, but no meaningful chances developing for Stony Brook, not here in the third period. That front setup from Bartel is tipped high off Kobolyansky's stick. Puck ends up in the near corner off the rebound Two aside battling for it there. Charles Peck trying to generate time and space, but Bartel closed off the angle off the near wall. Bartel's trapped now, I should say. Puck knocked loose by Molfetto to the far corner where Van de Zilver accelerates to get beyond Josh Fricks and walk the puck from blue line to blue line. Batted back as far as red. Ronaldo gets tied up at center point, trying to gain the Liberty blue line. He's stonewalled there. Keller's able to enter cleanly. He centers to Ronaldo high in the zone, but a 50-foot shot from him is sticked off its line as he faced two-ply defensive pressure high in the Liberty zone. We're coming up to the halfway point now of the third period. Liberty 3-0 over Stony Brook. Belger tries to stick handle out of harm's way at the outside of the near circle. Ultimately lost the puck. It rolls to the far corner. Belger chases it down, so too does Keller to his aid. Belger throws one on lazily from the top of the corner board's far side, but Cedric Lesseur, the Quebecois, was able to square up cleanly to that shot. He makes the easy save and hangs on for the stoppage with 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Here in this third period, Liberty Flames 3, Stony Brook Seawolves 0. A special thank you goes out to each and every one of you tuning in through the course of this weekend. To the Flames fans and to the Seawolves fans, it's been an absolute delight coming into your living rooms through the course of this Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League weekend, and also through the course of the season. We understand it's a diverse audience with varying levels of hockey IQ. From the casual fan to the ardent follower of the game, Hamilton with a shot from the right dot, gloved down by Keating. He reaches up, flashes the leather, and keeps it a 3-0 hockey game. And we certainly strive to make the game day experience as enjoyable of one as possible for everybody. Bartel rolls the puck behind the goal to the far side. Bahinski leaves it to Jacob Fricks. Shot from the left point was knocked off its target. Cleared out by Damiano up the near boards, over the glass and out of play. With 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go, that puck bounced through a seam between the netting and the glass, right at the red line. It looks like a lucky fan's got a souvenir puck. Something we don't see all that often in ACHA competition. Liberty maintains an attacking presence. Reynolds holds the right point, but he gives the puck away to Rob DiStefano. Advance to Damiano, tipped toward the center of the neutral zone where Devin Pepe comes barreling in. He took aim from a high in the zone, but his shot was skied off for Liberty stick check into the netting behind Cedric Lesseur, who stopped all 30 shots he's faced so far. Fresh legs coming on for Stony Brook for the attacking zone face-off to come to the left of Lesseur. And the Liberty Flames once again control the face-off dot. Quinn Ryan working behind the goal. Faced traffic there. Left it to Lakaitis. Lakaitis kept wide by Slevin. Now has to scrap to maintain the puck. He does so. Gets it back to Quinn Ryan working below the net. Ryan double teamed. Bodied into the backboards by DiStefano. Backdoor feed to Josh Fricks. In the slot was effectively broken up. Turning just above the Liberty blue line, Charles Peck rifles the puck in deep. Steps up to hold the zone after Lesseur failed to clear effectively. Now at the other end, Lakaitis fires a cross-ice feed off the near boards just inside the Stony Brook blue line. It ricochets off the wall. Slevin's able to control the puck. He dumps it back in to the Flame zone with 7 minutes and 43 seconds to go. In this 3-0 contest, advantage the Liberty Flames over the Seawolves of Stony Brook. Bartel gets tied up at center left side, and we've got a puck in the rafters off the stick of Nick Belger deep in the Stony Brook zone. The following face-off will end up in the Stony Brook zone with 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in regulation. It will be to the right of Sean Keating, who stopped 39 of 42 so far this afternoon. Murphy won the draw. Van de Zilver to Belger. Now up the middle comes Ian Keller. Long-range shot from over the Junior Flyers logo at center ice is wide to the far corner, and the Flames once again clear. Puck batted down over the center logo by Dom Molfetto. Left to Murphy. He generates space up the middle, rifles the puck in off the near corner boards. It ricochets, though, into the path of Jacob Fricks. Down to the final 7 minutes of the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game. Brett Gammer intercepts a loose puck in the neutral zone, shovels it forward to the path of Bahinski, but Molfetto takes it away at the edge of the blue paint. After circling behind the net and flipping the puck off his backhand as far as the Liberty blue line, it was stolen from Gammer by Brendan Pepe, worked across to Devin Pepe, but that feed subsequently was mishandled and broken up by the Flames. This is Cody Clark working through neutral territory back the other direction. He puts on the brakes to try to maintain onside position. Ultimately, at the Stony Brook blue line, gave the puck away to Brendan Pepe. It sails back across to the far side, steadied by McDermott. Pepe up the middle, connects with Devin Pepe, who tips the puck to Damiano up the left wing boards. He takes aim from 35 feet out along the near dashers. And the puck is caught and held on to by Cedric Lesseur for save number 32 with 6:04 to go here in regulation, and his Liberty Flames up 3-0. What can we say about Lesseur that we haven't already here this weekend? Just does a phenomenal job in net for Liberty. He didn't have to move a muscle on that one, as Brendan Pepe's shot from the left point was tipped up into the netting by Palmieri and out. Palmieri overpowered by Ryan on the subsequent draw to the right of Lesseur. Puck rolls behind the Liberty goal. Held in now by Garrett Nelson. He'll steady behind his own goal with 5:45 to go. His Flames up 3-0. He'll try to burn a few seconds off the clock. He certainly can spare them. Stretch pass up the middle intended for Josh Fricks was broken up at the Stony Brook blue line, slammed by McDermott up the near boards, taken away. Fricks can't set one up for Lakaitis, crashing through the slot. Puck sailed to the far wall and back out into the neutral zone. Batted down by Nelson, fired in by Baird from center along the near side. It caroms to the far corner of the Stony Brook zone, where the puck is lofted out by Brendan Pepe, but back into the hands of Baird, who re-enters up the near wall. He's bodied off the biscuit. Ryan held the point, but Damiano overpowered him. Cross-ice feed bobbled by Slevin between the circles. Batted down by Blomberg to the far corner. He fails to clear the zone, jumping up at the right point. To hold the zone was Mike Kowicki. Shot from Ronaldo right down the pipe. Turned aside neatly by Cedric Lesseur. That his 33rd save of the afternoon. We're down to the final 4:45. Keeping an eye on Keating. Will he make a break for the bench anytime soon with his Wolves still down by a trio? Slevin shot from the left dot, rang off the glass, held in by DeStefano from the opposite point. He works the puck down low once again. This cleared successfully by Victor Blomberg. Race on for the puck to the goal line. Getting to it, Hamilton canceled out the icing for Liberty. He won the race by a half step over Mike Kowicki, D-man for Stony Brook. We're down to the final 4:10. Back inside the Stony Brook blue line. Molfetto advances the puck to Peck up the left wing boards. He threw one on from roundabout the Liberty blue line, but it was stick checked off its line by Lakaitis. Puck bounced off the end boards and Lesseur covered up with 4:02 to go. Attacking zone draw coming up for the Stony Brook Seawolves. And Sean Keating came off in favor of an extra attacker. Chris Garofalo pulling out all the stops. Van de Zilver back at center. Recovers the puck for the Seawolves after it was cleared out by the Flames' Jordan Bohinski. Unable to hold the far point was Molfetto, and that puck rolled on its rib the length of the ice right into the Stony Brook goal. A heartbreaker of one to give up. And now it's 4-0. So Keating back in his place, at least for the time being. Puck rolled in from as far as the Liberty blue line. On its rib, all the way into the Stony Brook goal. So it is 4-0 in favor of the Flames. Baird is going to get credit for the goal. His 9th of the year. At 16-18 in the third period, and Liberty took their time out. Stony Brook, a mighty mountain the Seawolves have got to climb. They're down now 4-0 with 3:42 after giving up a very hard luck empty net goal. Keating back in. Cox and Palmieri square off for the center ice faceoff. Won by Cox, left by Jacob Fricks ahead to Hamilton. Cox at center, shovels the puck off his backhand once again into the Stony Brook zone. Blomberg lost his footing. He was bodied off the puck by Van de Zilver. Van de Zilver back in up the left wing boards, takes aim. From the point, that puck sails wide. Corralled amid a scrum at the base of the Liberty bench by Kovalyansky. He crossed to the near side upon entering the Stony Brook zone, was bodied off the puck high by Van de Zilver. Thrown in by Roberts from the opposite point, taken away by Van de Zilver, backhanded as far as the Flames' blue line. Jacob Fricks turns it back the other direction, chased down by Cody Clark. He and Brendan Pepe converge on the puck in the far corner. They migrate behind the Stony Brook goal. Puck is punched out to the far side again, tied up by Keith O'Brien. He shovels it free from the pack with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in regulation. Van de Zilver to Thomas O'Brien, who accelerates up the left wing boards as far as center. It's bodied into the glass by Roberts, but was able to dump the puck once again into the Liberty end. We're down to the final 2:25 now. Keith O'Brien holding the right point. Leaves the puck to Brendan Pepe. Shot thrown in from him, sticked away by LeSieur to the near corner. Liberty with a 4-0 lead. Now they're playing for their goalie. The win is secured, but they want to keep an unblemished record on the day for Cedric LeSieur if at all possible. Down to the final 2. Nelson knocked off his feet in the far corner by Tom O'Brien. Works the puck behind his own goal. Played out by Baird ahead to Roberts, who's plastered in to the near boards at the Liberty blue line, and from there he's guilty of an icing. 107 seconds remaining in the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League Championship game. And the Liberty Flames can take the foot off the accelerator here. In fact, they've been able to for quite some time, as their lead really was never in peril at any point here in the third. A lot of people behind the scenes making Delaware Hockey Night here on DHN 1 possible through the course of the season, including our technical director, Joe Sindoni, videographer, Nicole Karanji. We've had some help too through the year from Nick Zafiri, Matt Schoenfeld, Grace Dunleavy, all wearing many hats. And without all of their contributions, this would not be possible. So thank yous all around to the hardworking men and women behind the scenes here on DHN1, bringing you Delaware Blue Hens hockey all year, and the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League playoffs this weekend into your homes all across the United States and Canada. Here's the final minute of the weekend. Ronaldo in the far corner, left to Slevin. Slevin working high in the Liberty zone, trying to generate at least a little bit of momentum to send the Stony Brook Seawolves out on a good note. But a centering pass is foiled again by Hamilton. Punched by Blomberg from over center to the far corner of the Seawolves zone. Tied up by Basil Reynolds there. Removed from his reach by Slevin. DiStefano flips it back to Slevin in the far corner. Stretch pass batted down by Ronaldo. It slows as far as the Liberty blue line before Reynolds turned it back the other way. Here's the last 20. Backhanded once again into the Stony Brook zone by Zechariah Roberts. Steadied by DiStefano behind his own goal. Down to the final 8. Up the middle, this puck sails to Slevin. He shoots to try to split a pair of Liberty defenders, but was kept high in the zone. Reynolds recovers the puck, and he'll let the final seconds tick away. The Liberty Flames are the 2019-2020 Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League champions by virtue of a 4-0 win over the Seawolves of Stony Brook. Cedric Lesieur, perfect in net. Now we can say the word shutout. He earned it by way of 34 saves, 13 of them coming in the third period alone. Goals from Ryan Cox, Arturas Lakaitis, and Josh Fricks, giving the Flames their 3-0 advantage through the first 26 minutes of play. And then the hard luck empty netter, credited to Colin Baird, with 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining, sealed the deal for the Flames, who will head to the ACHA National Championships in Dallas later this month, along with the Stony Brook Seawolves. So the season continues for both of these fine hockey teams. Liberty and Stony Brook, we wish you the best of luck in the ACHA National Championships. Both teams to represent the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League. In the Lone Star State later this month. So that will do it from Delaware Hockey Night. For Nicole Carangi and Joe Sindoni, this is James Witherite signing off. Thanks for all your company through the course of the weekend. Congratulations once again to the Liberty Flames, victorious 4-0 over Stony Brook to take the 2020 ESCHL Championship. Good night from Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Thank you for tuning in to Delaware Hockey Night, a copyrighted production of the DHN Media Group. Visit dehockeynight.com for the complete podcast schedule, along with news and notes on all things hockey in the First State.